Hello, Lekai. Awa Tramarte. So I just came back from church, and this will be the very first Christmas I spend away from home, South Africa. So I decided, let me quickly come back home and cook some South African seven color dish. In South Africa during Christmas, we normally spend with our family. So I think this is the best way for me to kind of feel like I'm at home, even when I'm not in the presence of my family. I do have something I need to attend later on, which is in about 3 hours. So I do hope that I'll be able to execute all the dishes that I'm going to prepare today. So welcome to my Christmas lunch, I guess. The first dish that I'm going to make is a beetroot salad, traditional beetroot salad with vinegar and sugar. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is boil the beetroot. However, this beetroot is too big for my pot, so I'm just going to cut it. Always start boiling your beetroot in cold water. Let's boil the beetroot. So the beetroot is done boiling. I have removed the hot water and added the cold water so that I can peel it. Now, we grate it. When you are done grating it, you're going to add your sugar and your vinegar. In South Africa, they typically use white vinegar, but I'm going to use apple cider vinegar because I'm just a fan. Okay, so let's taste. Perfect. So this salad is best served cold. So I'm going to dish it up and put it in the fridge. I'm going to serve it in this bowl because I don't have any serving dishes yet. I'm going to garnish it with goat cheese. That's my beetroot salad.
Let's put it in the fridge.
The second dish I'm going to be making is the classic potato salad in your mayonnaise. I'm going to use half of these potatoes for the potato salad and half of these potatoes for the beef stew. So start off by peeling the potatoes.
Once your potatoes are peeled, cube them up.
Once the potatoes are cubed, it's time for you to boil them up.
And I'm going to add cold water. I'm also going to add some salt and then boil until soft. Boil your eggs as well on the side. My potatoes are done boiling. Now I'm going to add the eggs. So I've added my eggs, so let's cut them up. Then typically in South Africa, we would add aromat. I don't have that here, but I did buy, I think it was chicken a few weeks ago, and they gave me the salt. I did taste it. It tastes nothing like aromat, but I think it'll work. Then I'm also going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Then let's add our mayonnaise. Please add your parsley here as well. Let's mix. And there you have it. Now let's taste.
It tastes slightly different because of the salt, but it tastes good. I don't have any serving dishes, so yeah, I'm just going to be using my small bowls.
There you have it. The famous potato salad.
I'm also going to wrap it and put it in the fridge. Let's make pumpkin. I hate peeling pumpkin, so I bought the diced one already. In South Africa, we typically roast our pumpkin in the oven, but I don't have an oven here, so we're gonna do it the old traditional way. You put a little bit of water, like you can look, it's just a little bit of water, and then you're gonna steam it up until the water evaporates. Our pumpkin, guys, almost burned it actually. If you look at it, so it's kind of now overboiled, but it's fine. Let's add butter and cinnamon and then fry it. Okay, pumpkin done. So I did actually mash it up. I did say that it almost burnt, which also kind of made it overcooked, so keeping it in those cubes was almost impossible. I used to mash it a couple of years back, but my siblings don't like mashed pumpkins, so they also don't even like pumpkin that is cooked over a stove. Hence, then I opted to roasting the pumpkin. Yeah, I think I haven't cooked pumpkin like this in a very long time. Maybe that's why I made a lot of mistakes, but it does taste great. Did add a little bit of honey, so let's dish it up.
Alright, here it is. Let's start with the spinach. So I'm first going to dice up an onion. Then in a pan add some oil, then add your onions. Once your onion is a bit translucent, you're going to add garlic. Okay, while that is still frying, we're going to then cut our spinach. Now I'm going to wash it thoroughly, because yeah, you don't want to be eating spinach and then be biting into a rock. Add your washed spinach and fry until, oh, so I guess this looks beautiful. Now I'm going to add my spices. So I'm gonna add onion powder, garlic powder, 6 gun, the chili flavor, smoked paprika. Once the spices have fried a bit, we're going to add some cream, or you can also use milk. I did say in my previous video that I bought a lot of these sliced cheeses by mistake, so I'm just adding it to get rid of some of them. Then I'm also adding grated Parmesan cheese and mushroom cream. We're gonna put that back in the stove, mix it up, show you in a bit. So this is how it's supposed to look like. So let's give it a taste. Okay, needs a little bit of salt. Perfect, perfect, perfect. My creamy spinach.
One of the dishes that I'm gonna be making is tamba. We don't typically make this in our family, in my family, during Christmas lunch, but more Korea, more raeja rice. In Tapsita rice. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna eat rice today. Let me make some. So first thing that you need to do though is you need to ensure that you soak it overnight for a minimum of 8 hours.
Let's start with our sam. So the first thing we're going to do is just boil it in plain water. Don't add any salt, don't add any spices. Just boil it until it's soft. It should take about 30 minutes because you know, soak it in water, but sometimes it does take longer. So let's do that. Here's our sam. Once it's like this, you now can add whatever you want to add. Like I said in the previous video, I'm just trying to get rid of these cheese. I'm gonna add 2 slices of cheese. Then I'm gonna add cream. You can also add milk. Then I'm gonna add butter. I'm gonna add the mushroom cream soup. I'm gonna add Parmesan grated cheese, a bit of salt, and a bit of pepper. And then yeah, put it back on the stove for about 20 to 30 minutes and it should be ready. Mix it up though. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look like at the end. Nice and creamy. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Really, really good. So let's dish it up. Here is my stampa, or sam in English. Let's start off with our honey glazed carrots. So the first thing that we're going to do is peel our carrots. When you're done peeling them, then you are going to cut them. I don't know what this form of cutting is called, but this is how I cut them for the honey glazed carrots. So I cut them in half and I get them to look like this. Yeah. Others do the honey glazed carrots with whole carrots, so you can also do that as well. So, but this is how I like them, almost bite size. Okay, here you go. Then add it to a pot and add a little bit of oil and then fry it for like about 2 minutes or so, then add your spices.
Okay, when you're done frying it, you're going to add a little bit of garlic powder. I like garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika. You're also then going to add butter, and then the star of the show, honey. Then add salt and pepper. Then fry until soft. Make sure also you have like a good searing on the carrots. Okay, so carrots done. So let's give it a taste. It's very hot, so you still want that crunch in your carrots. And that's the honey glazed carrots. As for our beef cubes, I bought this thinking that this is beef cubes. Boy was I wrong. So I mean, they kind of are, but they're just very small. So I decided to buy this one, and then I'm gonna cut it up myself. Okay, now let's add our spices. So I have my favorite spice here, 6 gun, smoking paprika. I have cayenne pepper. I have garlic powder and salt and pepper. Okay, now let's sear it to lock in the spices. So in your pot, you're gonna add a little bit of oil. And when the oil is hot, then you're gonna sear your beef. So the oil is hot, so now let's put our beef. Okay, searing of the beef is done. So now I'm going to take out the beef. Okay, that's out. Now you will have oil in there. So I'm gonna reduce my oil slightly because I don't want to have an oily beef stew. So I have reduced the oil. Now I'm going to add the onion. And I'm going to then put it back on the stove and just fry it for a bit. Then add a little bit of garlic and tomato paste. Let's fry that a bit as well. Once that is fried, you're now going to add a few sauces. So if I was in South Africa, I was going to use Worcestershire sauce, but because I'm here, I'm going to just use soy sauce, tomato sauce, barbecue sauce. Put that in the stove for about a minute. Now you're gonna add back your beef. Then I'm going to add 2 bay leaves. Let's make that 3. And also add a bit of water. And your potatoes, you can also add carrots. Once this water thickens, your stew should then be ready. Beef stew is done. It looks beautiful. So now it's time to dish up and eat.
Finally done. So yeah, finally done. Merry Christmas. This is how I was supposed to spend my Christmas, you know? But anyway, I don't regret how I spent my Christmas. I had a fantastic time with my friends. But now it's time to munch. It's time to eat. The only problem is I don't have anyone here, anyone special for me to share this meal with. But anyway, maybe that will be sorted out soon. Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.